Hello and welcome to the fifth lecture of Learning Filmora. Let's bring in some media to that media library and do some work on it. There are many ways to get media to Filmora. That's by dragging and dropping the media from the source to the media library. Click on the import media icon, click on file, import media, and then import media files, or by pressing Ctrl plus I shortcut key, or Command plus I shortcut key for Mac users. Once the media is imported, just drag and drop it to the timeline or click the plus icon and it will appear on your timeline. As we did, you can see that the timeline is now alive. The video track has the video. Beneath is the audio layer of the footage. Like the other conventional video software does, it also generates the thumbnail and waveform of audio. Once you have got the video file down in the timeline, the first thing you want to do is to start trimming down the unwanted pieces in your video clip. Some bad shots or retake that you have took while recording the video. So let's do that. This red line in the timeline is your playback indicator or playback head. To roll the playback and hit again where you think the clip should be trimmed. We can scrub this along until we start talking, or just hit the spacebar button to roll the playback and hit again when you think that the clip should be trimmed. Press Ctrl plus B or Command plus B to split the video, or click on the scissor button. This action will split the video into two parts. Simply select the unwanted part and hit the delete button. And as I delete the clip, the rest of the clip will drag itself to the start of the timeline. Similarly, go to the end of the video, play it and look for the point where you think the video should end and split the video. You may also use your mouse to shorten or close the video in the end by dragging the mouse pointer to your left. Here you can see a long pause in the video. Of course, you may want to remove the long pause. How do we do that? Just come across with the playback head to add a cut, hitting the scissor button. Then grab this edge of the video and drag it to the right until you think that the gap shouldn't be in the video. You see how easy it is to do some basic editing here, to trim off the start, trim off the end, and then you want to go through and remove all the bad takes, all of the gaps, all of the mistakes, all the stuff that you 100% don't want in your end video. Now, with all these individual clips that you have got in your timeline, you can pick them up and move them around. So if we want to move this one to the end, we can just pick it up and drop it down the end. And then we can close the gap by either selecting them and moving them across, or we can select the gap and press delete, and that's going to remove that gap from our timeline. Let's import some B-roll to the project. Okay, it's here and we need to get rid of the audio of the B-roll. How to do that? Just select the B-roll, right click and select detach audio from it. The audio will detach and appear on the audio track. Select it and hit the delete button. Here I only need the starting part of the B-roll, the animated logo. So I would use the scissor button to split and adjust it. And at some point I need to use the same animated logo, so I would simply copy it and paste it somewhere on the timeline. However, make sure that you have selected the right track before pasting, otherwise it will land on your main video clip. Here I want the clip to reverse to show closing animation. Simply select the clip, click on the speed button and select reverse option, and it will play reverse and it will give a feel like as if the animation is closing. So you can always use the reverse option if you want, if you want to reverse the footage, and if you want to show that if someone is walking reverse. So in order to make that effect, you can always use reverse option. Markers. Let's import another b-roll, and this time not to drag it but double click on it. By doing this, the video won't go to timeline but it will show up on the preview window. Now click on the markers here, and as you do, a thick marker line will activate. Now click on the mark in where you want to use the clip, and click on the mark out where you want the clip to end. You can use curly brackets as a shortcut key, and once you do it, drag and drop the marker to the timeline, and you will observe that only the mark part which we highlighted has shown on the timeline. We are done in this lecture. I think we have covered many things in it. So let's pause here for a while and I will meet you in the next lecture.